Back in 2002, I started volunteering in an organization called Big Brothers Big Sisters of America. This program matches volunteers with kids in an effort to mentor and guide kids who need a good influence in their lives. I was matched with a kid named Travis. In the time that we had together, Travis and I did a lot of things together. One of the things that I remember was one weekend, Big Brothers Big Sisters hosted an event in Oklahoma where we could go cave exploring as well as a bunch of other things. Travis was really excited about cave exploration, but I was a guy who has a little bit of claustrophobia, and so I wasn't near as excited about it. When we got to the entrance of the cave, the person leading the group started to tell us what we could expect when we got in there. He was a pretty big guy, way bigger than what I was, and he did his best to try to calm our nerves. He told us that as we go in, we may have to crawl for a little while, but eventually we would be able to get to a place where we could stand up and walk around. Despite all of my fears about going, I really didn't want to let Travis down. So soon enough, we began our journey. As we went in, I realized that I may have misinterpreted some of what the instructor said. When he said that we would have to crawl, he didn't mention that we were going to have to crawl on our bellies like a snake. The other thing that I misinterpreted was when he said we would have to crawl for a little while, I didn't realize how long that little while was. Because even though he said it wasn't very long, it felt like I was crawling for miles. So what was it that helped me get through that scary time of crawling? Perseverance. Perseverance is something that Scripture talks about a lot. Hebrews chapter 12 verse 1 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." So what helped me persevere? Quite simply, it was the promise of what awaited me on the other side, trusting that eventually I was going to be able to stand up and walk around again. After all, that's the same thing that helps us persevere when life gets hard. When we focus on what's ahead and hold on to the hope of eternity in heaven, it's then that we are able to get through whatever we may be facing. Because like Scripture says, in heaven there will be no more fear.